I'm extremely confident that I'm going to be horrible at this. I mean, I've built a reputation on not seeing movies. Like, if you name the movies that everybody has seen, I can say, in all honesty, that I haven't seen it. Like, name one.
Okay, yeah. Have you seen A Nightmare on Elm Street?
No.
No, with such disdain. Have you seen Moana?
Oh, you know what? I have seen that.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, we're good. That counts. Give him a point.
No famous 80s movies, though.
Okay, so I also heard that you were bad at movies. I was telling our editor, Kevin, that we were going to get you in it. And he's like, oh, he's not. He's like notoriously bad. He's not going to be good. And I was like, okay. So I want to warm you up is what I want to do. I got you a warm-up prompt because I was like, okay, I want Link to go in it with a little bit of confidence. So I went in and I Googled what are Link's favorite movies. And there's a list.
Yeah. We did a podcast on this.
I actually found it. So I'm going to give you just a gimme here real quick. Whiny, accidentally incestual space amputee finds out bad man did the poke with mama right before tricking out a Wild West steam engine with sweet-ass time powers.
All right, one more time. Yeah, this is Star Wars. Take your pick. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, great. Right before tricking out a Wild West steam engine with sweet-ass time powers.
What?
That's the second movie.
Back to the Future?
Which
3.
one? Yeah, now put the words together.
What?
Put the titles together.
What's the other title?
Star Wars.
Oh. Hold on, I'm confused. Those are all the same thing?
This is...
We're still on question number 1. The Empire Strikes Back to the Future 3. Oh, yeah! Oh, man! Wow! It is hard.
All right. We're going to struggle through this together because there's going to probably be some tough ones if you've never seen movies.
I haven't seen Back to the Future 3. For someone who at a young age was like, you know what? I want to be a filmmaker. It really doesn't add up that I don't watch films, but I want to keep it tabula rasa, It's like I want my creativity to be unintentionally biting every other film, not intentionally.
You want the critics to say, Link makes films that are obviously not influenced by prior films.
Any prior film.
It's like he's never seen a film. You're blowing my mind. Like, you make me feel like you're one of those kids that like read every book, but you may not even be that. You just didn't watch movies.
You know what? I was a music guy. I listened to a lot of music as a kid, and I stared at my G.I. Joes that I had meticulously posed and never wanted to touch again. Triple X Machina.
Yes!
Or, as I like to call it, Triple X Machina.
Ex Machina.
I watched this at like a 1 a.m. screening when I was in New York City.
Good movie. You like this movie.
I fell asleep, but then I woke up, and it was because it was late, but that is a good movie. His house was so modern. You remember how modern his house was?
Like next to a waterfall?
The waterfall went through the house.
Yeah, good movie.
Yeah, okay, I've seen it. Let's keep talking about it. And then he was in like the Star Wars movies afterward, and so was the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah, I'm like, this is cool.
And that guy is the son of the redheaded like barbarian dude in Braveheart that is Mel Gibson's like best friend. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
The guy with all the hair?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's his...
Mad-Eye Moody. Do you watch Harry Potter? That's Mad Eye Moody's son.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
I watch Harry Potter over the kid's shoulder sometimes, but I don't want to get a spell.
Dude, you are, for all the what we said about you not being able to, you got it. You're proving that anybody can play this damn game. Here we go.
Is that what I'm doing? Look,
You are.
Look, guys, if I can do this, anybody can do it. I don't know if I really don't know if I'm doing it.
It just tickles me. It tickles me in a place where it's like almost where puns are funny. Like, cause I love puns. I know puns are polarizing and people they get kind of angry about puns. But for me, I love puns. And so it kind of like takes the whole feeling of a good pun and elevates it to somewhere else. I've never been tickled like that.
It elevates it to like when you get an algebra problem correct that you didn't think.
Right? You're like, ah! Yeah. Wait, I'm right? Yeah.
Or you get back a negative STD test, you know?
Yes! Dude, weekly for me. Weekly. I love that we got UHF in there. That's so great. So many people are going to love that UHF is included in here. No one talks about UHF enough.
Movie is good and holds up. It's really funny.
Absolutely.
There's some good funny stuff in it.
Not only is it funny, it also has heart. Like there's a sweet little story in there, and there's some good heart in it.
Makes you wish he would have made like one or two more just like Weird Al movies. Like give him a small budget and team him up with like Jared Hess.
Dude, I think he had a bad experience with UHF, and I think that's why he hasn't done another one. Because he talks about it like he loves it and he's thankful for the experience, but the fact that it was like so hard to do and then it bombed really badly, I think it affected him.
Oh, it got his heart replaced. And I learned in doing a little research on it, I don't know, I forget which part he played, but one of the co-stars died like right after filming.
Yeah. His friend, the guy that plays his friend, I think.
Sad. What a high note we're moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Keep this in, Kevin.
No, not yet. You got it though.
Yeah, I don't think I even saw Triple X. Is it worth watching for fun?
It might be. Like if you, you already said that you're not a Fast and the Furious. It's just like extreme James Bond. Like he's secret agent.
I like that. Hey, Alana, do you think of stylish when you think of Daniel Craig as James Bond? Is that the word you describe him as, or what's the one word?
One word?
Yeah. Is he suave? Is he?
I feel like
he's like.
he's got like a hot ass body. As compared to most James Bonds, they were kind of like.
You think he has the hottest body of all the James Bonds?
The most like cut of all.
Interesting. Yeah.
My favorite Mighty Ducks, HE double hockey sticks.
Okay, so is it Napoleon Dynamite Ducks? Damn, yeah, that's really good. So the picture for that, or the pin for that, would be Napoleon Dynamite, but with the Mighty Ducks like football stuff on.
Yeah, with the
Right?
the jersey holding a hockey stick. Yep, that's good. But he
Right.
still has like the UGG boots on too.
Yeah, and he's got the dumb face, and he's got like a tater tot maybe.
I need to watch the movie again. It's been a long time.
It's great.
Yeah.
There was an oversaturation for a while once like the world swallowed it up, but it's so good. It's really good.
It came out like during formative years for me, like post college, when I was just getting into like maybe doing this type of shit for a living or a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it was Barats and Beretta kind of at the inception of it. And Luke saw it, and then I saw it, and I thought it was funny. And then I asked him, I was like, do you think that movie was funny? And he's like, I've, no joke, already seen it 11 times in the theater. 11 times. He loved it.
Damn.
Sir, you rallied through the movie portion of it. Now let's jump into some video game movie games, my friend.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I've got my favorite controller here with me. Is
that the new one?
Just in case.
Do you like it?
That's the new one. Yeah. It's the greatest video game controller ever made.
No way. Really?
I mean, I love the N64 controller a lot. I do. I really do.
What?
The one with the little joystick in the middle and the yellow buttons and stuff.
The one where you're
Yeah.
like, do I hold it here or here?
I know.
Or
Where do
here?
I hold it? No, this is I think the best controller that has been made so far for video games. For a video game system.
All right, I want to give you a bonus one before we go.
All right.
A girl befriends a fantastical rotund beast with an affinity for umbrellas and riding on a cat bus, who is brutally murdered by a vicious gang before coming back as a cyber-bodied, no-nonsense man of the law.
Oh, shit. Joe, is it My Neighbor Totoro RoboCop? That's so good. I love that so much. Alana, we need to watch RoboCop.
Which one is that?
The Croclahoma?
Yeah, you got it! Yes! You psyched me out!
Oh, I had the crow, and then I was just thinking musical, and that's my go-to sing in the shower.
Killing it, killing it. What's up, bud? Can you say hi? This is
Hello.
Jackson. Can you see
Hi,
his
Jackson.
head?
Oh, whoa.
What did
Just
he show
enough
us?
to see Jackson's got cool hair.
He just drew a Cyclops and another Sentinel.
Dope.
Getting a Sentinel. Nice job, buddy.
I love it. Album cover.
Love you, bye. I don't know who that is. He just showed up.
Your cleaning staff is getting very comfortable. 10 things I hate about UHF.
Yeah, you got it all by yourself. No help whatsoever according to the edit. We're good.
Wow, I haven't seen that movie in forever.
One of my favorites.
Oh my God.
It's one that I highly suggest if you're Weird Al.
Okay.
Tell me about Weird Al. He's like a hero. Was he great?
He's lovely, and it's like talking to a wax figure. It's like,
Really?
yeah. He's a little dead behind the eyes. But I enjoy him. Oh my God. I saw him at the bowl, like last minute tickets. And in between the songs, because he had costume changes, they put up it was a montage, hypercut, supercut of everything he's ever been on television. And for a second,
wow.
it cut to me and him on At Midnight. And I was just like, did everyone say that?
All right, next one. You're doing great. You're doing great,
Thank
kid.
you. Thank you so much.
You going? All right, I love you. Okay, bye. I don't know who that was. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Again, your cleaning crew needs some boundaries.
Look, we just like this is kind of a hostel now that because of COVID. We're like, stay if you need
You
a
gotta
place
do what
to
you
stay.
gotta do. Triple X. Triple
Yes!
X Machina.
Yeah, you got it. Yes.
Oh, wow. Wow. This is the most that movie's been talked about in 5 years.
For sure.
Collectively.
It's
Wow.
like that movie is sleeping at home right now, and it's been in a coma for 20 years. And
Yes.
it just went.
My Google alerts.
Somebody said my name.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
That's a
wow! And
fun
Ex
one.
Machina came out of nowhere. Good for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good
I just
for
needed
you.
a little nudge.
Napoleon Dynamite Ducks.
Doesn't that feel nice?
I wish you'd have made it Napoleon Dynamite Ducks 3 and been like, which actually holds up in the trilogy. I actually think it's better than the
I don't believe that.
Dude, rewatch Mighty Ducks 3. It's actually really good. The trilogy's
Well,
good.
then
It's a good trilogy.
Well,
It's an
then
as trilogies go, it is one of the more underrated ones. Mighty
Where
Ducks
do they
3
go
stands
in
up.
3? I forget. What do they do?
I don't remember.
It's so funny. Ella, did you know it was Minesweeper, or did she just save your ass?
Yo, yeah, she saved it. Yeah, I had no idea it was Minesweeper. I knew it was Purge, and then you got Purge.
I got purged.
I like
No,
how
you said it.
Well, you got it.
Yeah.
But you dropped the in the Purge, and I think that's smart.
Yeah.
And that's important for the game, which is actually available in the just never mind.
Same with the Mighty Ducks. I've decided like there's a couple like purity streaks inside me that I'm gonna drop, and one of them is articles. F- articles. If the answer's fun,
Yep.
an article.
Free yourself.
The goal is fun. Like, exactly. It's like you're going to be like, he's fighting his dead friend. He's fighting as a metaphorical representation of America during the Cold War, and to lose his delicate flower at the age when one is considered over the hill. You're not going to be like Rocky, the 40-year-old virgin. You're going to be like Rocky, 40-year-old virgin. And actually,
Wow.
You're damn straight.
Yep. That pack's not even open. You're keeping that for the collector's edition.
Well, it's funny you say that, Grace. We're actually signing some of the prototypes and sending them as part of our holiday gifts to our upper tier patrons, the 30 and up patrons over at patreon.com/thevalleyfolk, along with custom frisbees and a bunch of other gifts in a box that's all going to be arriving in the next couple weeks. So,
wow.
yeah, and there's
What
a link in that
treat.
for the link in the description for that as well. You'll fix that flub up, Kevin. All right.
That's a good one. Have you guys seen the Muppet Show? Like the actual old school television show?
Yeah, my brothers and I used to watch it. I loved
so
it. But
good.
we recently watched, didn't we watch the Muppet movie a couple of weeks ago?
We did watch the Jason Segel one.
Yeah.
It's good.
A couple months ago.
Yeah,
And then,
surprisingly cute.
yeah, also, we tried watching the new Muppet Show, but it was too with the Skypey and they were making it very current with like we're doing video conferencing or whatever.
Yeah.
And I couldn't handle more than 5 minutes of it. But we do like to say, in quoting Muppet Christmas Carol, thank you for making me a part of
Thank you
this.
for making me a part of this.
All the time.
Too much.
Which is a scene from Muppet Christmas Carol where
Gonzo.
Rizzo, the
Rizzo,
rat, is
yeah.
being used as a sponge to wipe the
Yeah.
window clean.
Thank you for making me a part of this.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorite lines in cinema. So thank you
Classic.
for reminding me.
There you go.
Rizzo is one of the best Muppets that you forget.
So good.
What
My
a-
God,
I
that
mean,
man
he
is funny.
really changed the PR for rats.
Yeah.
Really did. What a face.
Good voice too and everything. I love it. All right. Good. Great. You guys are amazing. Here's the last
amazing.
one. We're gonna end it on this one.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me your time on a Saturday. I
Thank
really
you for
course.
taking our
appreciate it.
time.
Always.
You're welcome.
I just want to throw one really heavy punch and then be down. That's me fighting Floyd Mayweather.
God dang it. I was texting our group about it. It's like I'm just done betting against the Paul brothers. Sorry. Future President Paul and
you.
Vice President Paul.
Yeah.
Like, how frustrating. God damn it. I watched that fight just to watch him get his ass knocked out and be like, okay, see, now you learned a lesson. And he f***ing obliterated an NBA basketball star.
But in
Obliterated
defense
him.
of that fight, it does appear as though Logan Paul trains at boxing. I mean, he has the time and the money to just decide to train at boxing, which most professional boxers have to choose whether or not they're going to work and live or if they're
the
going
meat
to pursue
factory.
boxing. But he has all the time and the money to be able to decide to train at boxing and have his meals prepped for him and eat and do all that stuff. The other guy, while also an athlete, is an athlete in a completely different world. So I don't know why he thought that his skills of being a basketball player would translate to boxing at all. Yeah.
Because his name is Jake Paul and he's Jake Paul.
Hereditary, one of my top 3 of 2018.
And
And
Death Becomes Her, one of my top 3 of 2019.
Because we rewatched it.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah, that's great.
It's so-
it makes me go good.
No, you pitched
go
it.
ahead. I was
Yeah.
saying, it's one of those movies that makes me so angry that Robert Zemeckis can be such a bad filmmaker sometimes.
I know. Like, what is he like? He is a sinusoidal
He's-
curve
yeah.
of ups and downs, is what that guy is.
There's this whole class of camp, Death Becomes Her, Little Shop of Horrors, like that I just love so much.
How did
So
they
good.
how did they get made? Genre of films of the late 80s, early 90s.
Someone took a chance.
Yeah. How many Fast and Furious movies are there?
9?
9? Are we working on 9?
Well, it's a
8,
shame they're not going to
9.
call it 9, because if they called it Fast and Furious 9, then you could just do one that's Fast and Furious 9 with the movie 9.
The musical or the awesome animated show that nobody talks about?
The
animated movie?
with the bad
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah. The bag
It looks so good. It's
great.
Mwah.
Yeah.
Great apocalyptic
Everyone-
film. So
Remembers that movie, but no one remembers that movie. Oh.
Heath Ledger.
No.
10 things.
Got it. Okay. I was doing How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days as opposed to
10 things I hate
10
about
things I
you.
hate about you, HF.
Common mistake, not one I would make, but
I was How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days was immediately the name of that movie that popped into my head. Thought, no, okay.
I've only
Guts
seen
is
that-
Mike O'Malley?
I've only
Guts is
seen that
Mike-
movie once.
it's really good. You should watch it again.
It's been years.
I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing.
Good musical part in it with Heath Ledger dancing on the bleachers.
No.
I said,
really good.
I
What a
watched that movie once. I said,
he'll never be Joker. And I made a YouTube comment somewhere about that.
And you never got over it.
He'll never be my Joker.
There's like a 50. The 50 is way too high. There's like a 13% chance now that if you are a male actor, you could be Joker.
I know.
Eventually.
But you also watched My So-Called Life, and you saw Jared Leto, and you said,
This guy's got Joker potential.
I bet that guy could get
be
to
a
Mars
Joker.
in 30 seconds.
You should do band
Yeah, I was
movie,
just gonna say.
movie game.
Oh, it's
Okay,
here.
got it.
What
All right.
about-
word movie game?
Bread Brand movie game.
I was catching up on The Mandalorian this morning right before you guys called.
do you love The Mandalorian, Joe?
I enjoy The Mandalorian. I don't love it, but I enjoy it. The Mandalorian is this every time. Oh, I gotta land because my spaceship got fucking busted by somebody shooting it in space. And then you land, and the guy's like, you can't land here. And he goes, please? And he's like, okay. And he goes, can you fix it for whatever currency this planet is? And he's like, yep, gotcha. Okay, watch this kid. And then he goes to somebody, and that person's like, hey, can you help me? And he's like, no. And then they go, please? And he goes, okay.
Yeah.
That's the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
The credits are my favorite part of the show every time.
It's taught me how to enjoy things that aren't necessarily that great. If that sounds like a really backhanded compliment, but like, I don't know that it's especially well written anyway.
Kevin loves it. He's going to flip out when he hears something.
Oh, sorry, Kevin.
He's going to go berserker.
At least it's shot well.
Oh, yeah.
It's shot well. It looks cool. And then I'm not like I'm a vicarious Star Wars enthusiast. I've watched everything. I enjoy everything. I'm not a freak over everything. So even all like the fan service stuff, I'm like, I know that's fan service. I don't know what it is, but I know that's fan service.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that, but I don't care.
But if you don't care, sometimes it feels more like fan fiction. Like it feels like sometimes it does feel like a fan film when someone shows up
Oh,
with
for
the
sure.
exact same, like not costume. But, oh well, yeah.
You don't hate too
I'm
much.
trying to hate. I'm trying to make myself be less cold-hearted and be like, I enjoy watching it. That's all that matters. So.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys a bonus because I'm writing all these prompts for the box game, and holy shit, I'm not just in like a cave of solitude. So I just send them to people. I'm like, look at this one that I just made up, and this is one of my new favorites. Tickled Me Pink. So this is an exclusive for you,
Great.
and I think I gave it to Steve too.
Oh.
So it's a semi-exclusive
at all.
Yes. Should be shared around town.
And who else knows who Steve stole?
Yeah, Steve's probably tweeted it.
This is how COVID works.
A girl befriends a fantastical rotund beast with an affinity for umbrellas and riding on a cat bus, who is brutally murdered by a vicious gang before coming back as a cyber-bodied, no-nonsense man of the law.
My neighbor,
Okay, yeah, that's great.
Cop.
Totoro Cop. Toto RoboCop.
Yeah, good job, guys.
That's great. That's great.
My favorite.
Oh my God, Death Becomes Hereditary. Oh. Wow. I don't remember the names and stuff from Hereditary. I only remember that as the movie that just absolutely ruined me for like a month. I watched it once, and I am never going to watch that movie again. Unless someone pays me. They would have to pay me a lot of money to watch it again. And I would.
All right. Movie game exclusive. I'm going to give you the choice. Do I continue forward with that prompt like that, or do I change the prompt to two beautiful women feuding over the affections of a nerdy mortician and just a magic potion, turning them into a living crash dummy corpse that totally gets its head yeeted off by a telephone pole in the name of Demon Lord Paimon?
I think Demon Lord Paimon is going to always throw people off because that's such a obscure part towards the end of that movie. I think the head getting yeeted is really funny. Because if you've watched Hereditary, you're going to know immediately then. Whereas the Paimon stuff, I don't. But the head getting yeeted by a telephone pole is pretty great. It's also such a...
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most traumatizing scenes in all of movies. And to describe it in such a way is really funny.
I think in the last one, from what I heard, I didn't realize that there is a culture out there. There's a subculture of humans that are like, Fast and Furious franchise is my jam, and I stand by it until I'm dead in my grave. And I know, upon hearing from some of them, that I think they brought back some Tokyo Drift characters in one of the latest movies, and they were pumped.
They did bring back Tokyo Drift characters. I'm a diehard Fast and Furious fan, but not like I'm not.
But
gonna
not
watch,
enough to watch Tokyo
I'm not going to watch
Drift.
Tokyo Drift though. I've been recently having this debate with myself, but I bring it up to other people. I've been very troubled by the thought of who in the 2020 election would Napoleon Dynamite have voted for, and it's really tough. It's tough to figure out where he would have stood. If you took Napoleon Dynamite from 2003 and put him now, like obviously in the 17 years from when that movie came out to now, which is crazy that movie came out 17 years ago, but he could have gotten older and become better or worse. But in his form then, I think he would have been a Bernie bro or a Yang Gang. I think, you know what, he would have been a Yang Gang, because Napoleon Dynamite would have been like, the robots are gonna take over and we have to fight against the robots. Yep. So I think he would have written in Andrew Yang. That's my theory.
That's a good theory. I also think he may not have voted, and Uncle Rico would have 100% been on the Trump train.
I said that, but I also think Uncle Rico would for sure not register. He does not have an address. I don't think he would have. I think he would say he's MAGA, but he wouldn't vote. He just wouldn't get to it. He'd forget.
Now we got to keep in mind that they are an Idaho-based family.
They are in Idaho.
80% red.
Oh, Napoleon Dynamite's aunt is 100% voting like a Trump fan. 100%.
I love it. All right, well, dude, you killed it. You got the best one, anyways. That's all that matters.